Hi everyone, it's Nancy here, back with another process video. This is going to be a bit different from the ones I've sewn because I've actually set myself the challenge of not using a doily on this layout at all. They've become my go-to embellishment at the moment, but I was determined to make a layout without one. So I'm just selecting some papers here and my photos. I really should tidy my desk because things keep falling about. So I've gone mainly for pieces of paper from the December Scraptastic kit. Here I am spraying some of the Heidi Swamp Colour Shine. I'm actually not spraying it, I'm putting this on my roller stamp. I'd seen on the Nicole Jones 911 Facebook page, and I'm really sorry I can't remember the name of the person, but they set themselves a challenge to use mists, and she'd actually done some stamping with it. So I decided to give it a go, just using my roller stamp. Here I am using my favourite Tattered Angels mist, and most of this is going to end up getting covered up as normal. This one, I think it's called Rain Beetle. It goes on a very dark black, but when you, I don't know, when it dries sometimes, or when you kind of take the ink off with a bit of tissue, it leaves a lovely bronze colour. So just sprayed that. Here I am going through my bits of paper. I've got two 4x6 photos, but I've decided to chop those down. I think I end up going for 4x4. These are pictures of me and my boyfriend on our road trip between, we're going from LA to Vegas. We stopped off at a gas station, and of course it was an ideal photo opportunity. I have scrapped these photos before, well, we took several photos and I have scrapped them before, but these ones will be going into my America album. That's 2012. It's one of my things to get done before July, when I turn 30, to actually get my American albums finished. It's 3 volumes at the moment, and I've still got several envelopes of photos. So dismatting them on this lovely sort of peach coloured cardstock, and again that just turns it into sort of one photo mat. So here I am sort of taking the black off that ink, and as you'll see, it's actually a really nice kind of more muted colour. I mean, in the close-ups you might be able to see some if I haven't covered it all up. These were some tags that came, I think they came in a Scraptastic, or they might have come in a Quirky kit, which is a bi-monthly kit here in the UK. Just using another piece of that Teresa Collins paper that I used on my last layout. A lot of these papers actually were on my last layout as well, as they were on my desk. Rather than put them away, I decided to scrap a page, and as those layouts aren't going in the same album, it doesn't really matter too much. Here I am just tying off things. Yeah, this is a tag that I embroidered a few weeks ago. It's using the Amy Tangerine stitching templates. I was at a crop and I'd kind of done a couple of layouts and wasn't really in the mood anymore, so I just sat and actually done some sewing on these, and they've just been in my stash because I knew I'd use them. Here I am just flipping the layout around, trying to decide where I want to put those photos. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't make much difference, but I was just moving them around. I've also added some more of that star vellum onto the background, and then this is a gold, this is actually a Studio Calico paper, and it's a craft with a foil gold star on, which is lovely. I think I'm going to try and use every single scrap of that. Still playing about with these tags, taking them in and out. They're just a bit too bright cream, they don't really go with the rest of the layout. I pulled that embellishment out in a previous kit there. At this point I've decided that I'm going to do a cluster at the top of the page. That turns into a bit of a disaster, and so it won't actually be on the final layout. Even though, actually no, I do rescue that label though. So that is just some of the heart paper from the close knit. which I'm just adding there, using up every tiny little scrap of it there, just spreading it amongst the page. So I'm just using my tiny attachers to just fix those together as I build up my layers and start to glue them down, as I'm now happy. As you'll see, I'm covering most of that background inking with the mist up there. Again, just using the Cosmic Shimmer glue over the top. As I say, that tiny little piece of paper there, I'm sure I could have just chucked it away, but... So I'm adding my photos over slightly to the side there so you can see more of that gold. But that actually ends up getting covered up. So I could have just done that with strips really, but never mind. That's this little envelope pocket. I'm not sure what manufacturer that's from, but I know it came in a kit. It's just adding that little bit of paper to give that tag something to rest on. So here I am working on that top embellishment cluster, which doesn't end up looking like that. I'm not really happy with that tag sitting anyway. Going through the other little bits of scraps I've got on my desk there, that dreaded banner that will never get on a layout. These are some scraps from the Scottish layout I did a couple of layouts ago. Going through the pieces of paper that I had out on my desk again. So this is the cut apart sheet from the Teresa Collins collection. I think it's called Happy. So I'm just deciding what of those I want to use. I'm going to go with just one of the... I think it is a 3x4 card. Was maybe going to use another one, but this is where I start to realise that if I put that on that top cluster then in the envelope, that it's going up too high and it's getting too close to where that top cluster is there in the corner. So I get a little bit drastic, and that tag was going in there again. But I actually get a bit drastic and I actually end up pulling it off that top cluster. There I am sort of thinking, shall I, shan't I? Yep, off it comes. Of course, it left a huge mess, so out comes the trimmer. And I just cut off the same from the top and the side there. Much happier with how this then looks. Bring out another piece of that peachy cardstock. That is the good thing about the Scraptastic Kit Club. You do get 2 pieces of each colour cardstock, which, you know, was perfect in this chart. So here I am just using the ATG to layer those up together. I'm not sure if it's 100% straight, but it stuck down. So adding that card to the cluster now, I feel that works. The spacing works really well. I did rescue that label, so I'm going to try and put that on the layout somewhere. I do think about, I'm going to make a cluster on the other side now. So just leave that up there. Here I am going through some various Project Life supplies I've got. These are some wooden Project Life cards that I've got and not done anything with. I brought quite a few little bits and pieces from a few Project Life kits, either off eBay, and there's a store here in the UK which kind of split a kit on their site, so you could buy, and I think you got 30 cards. So I did that for sort of all the collections they had on the site, which gave me quite a good mix in the end. The card that's actually on there, I think, was from when I subscribed to the Studio Calico Project Life kit there, so yanking up some layers here, and that says Happiness Is, so it kind of goes with it, and the heart is the same colour as, you know, the red on the other 3x4 card. So I'm determined to get the other side of this label somewhere on this layout. Actually end up popping it behind there, and actually really like that, so I just glue it down straight away so I don't have to worry about it. Still fussing about with that. Okay, so here I take out a small tile alpha. This is from Studio Calico kit. I believe I bought this while I was still subscribed to Studio Calico. I no longer subscribe to their kits. I subscribe just to Scraptastic as the US kit, and then Quirky Kits, as I say, which is a bi-monthly one from, I believe the website is Crafty Templates. But that being a bi-monthly one is quite good because I don't have a build-up of kits, which I was doing with Studio Calico. So here I am just going through my stickers. So pulled out that Echo Park one that I've had out for a couple of layouts now and not used anything off. Some of these sticker sheets are getting quite depleted, so I'm trying to use them up. This adventure sticker I tried to use because, as I say, this photo is actually from our holiday that we took in the US in 2012. Even though it's kind of more of a love sort of themed page, I thought it would go well, but I couldn't get it to work, even though the colours kind of went okay. I've just used a small banner sticker. They're trying to use some of these stickers, so stick this little camera down there, and then trying to balance it out with another circle sticker from, I can't remember what that sheet of stickers because it's quite depleted on it, but I can't really get them to work. The colours are slightly wrong, and it's sort of bringing another shaped element in, so don't worry of that. Again, I take out these cork stickers from Studio Calico. Can't also get them to work, and I thought I've already got an ampersand on the page, so I don't really need another one. So here I am just going through some more of my stash. So that's Fancy Pants labels, and these are then some of the Scraptastic embellishment kits. I mean, you see, I think I pulled them out in the last layout, those flags, and these are some of the die cuts that come with the page. I quite like the repetition of the you and me, and then this other little one which ends up, it says together. And then I use one that says love, so I actually use quite a few of those up, even bear in mind I've taken them out quite a lot recently and they've not got on layouts. So here I am trying to work out where I want to put these little flags. So I'm not going to really use the elephant side. I think that's a kind of a bit more baby, sort of childish kind of thing. Which is a shame because actually one of the papers that came in that kit had sort of foiled elephants on one side. So I've not actually used that paper yet. I'm not sure if I'll have any call for it. It might be one of those pieces of paper that just stays in my stash, not to be used. So there I am, just backing the little love banner pendant on a piece of that peach cardstock again. Just because where I was laying it over, it looked kind of funny with all the background sticking through, so still moving that flag around, and then actually end up moving it up the top. I really like it there. So that's going down in that bottom cluster. Okay, this is just sticking, peeling up the layers, which is why I like not sticking, sticking in the middle, because you can still easily lift the layers up. I mean, later I'm still trying to lift layers up and still have to sort of peel them back quite precariously with my beloved pokey tool, which you'll see there on my desk. I actually got it, I think it was about 2 months ago. I had some fake nails put on and suddenly realised I couldn't pick up a piece of paper, I couldn't lift a sticker off a sheet or anything. I loved my nails, but it made it pretty impractical to scrapbook. So I ended up buying the pokey tool while I was at my local crop, and now it's become part of my must-haves to scrap. So here I have just pulled out some wooden hearts. Again, these are Scraptastic ones. I tend to buy the wood veneer. It's not an add-on pack, but it's basically all the wood veneers from all the kits. So the add-on kits, the Project Life kit, and then they have 2 main kits which you get to choose from. So I buy the wood veneer pack because that has, the veneers from all of them. So yeah, it's got a nice little 3 different size hearts. So here I am peeling up again different bits and use my pokey tool, adding a little bit of washi tape. I've nearly used up this washi tape actually. It's a kind of probably quite a salmon kind of pink chevron. So I've just added that to each of the clusters. I realised that I really need to bring some detail down to that bottom corner, so I moved the wood veneers down to there. Kind of put one of them on one of the hearts there to echo the other one. Actually really like how the vellum is laying over the "You Are My Happy" card, and kind of takes some of the black out of, you know, that really sort of startling black on the happy. It's really like that. So just sticking the wood veneer down into each of the clusters. I do end up pulling one of these up again anyway. I mean, that's one thing. I know that someone again, I'm really sorry, I can't remember who it was, commented about how quick I do my layouts. I used to spend 2 or 3 hours doing a layout and used to get myself really stressed out about it. Now I don't think you know, I lost some of the enjoyment out of it. So now I just slap them down. You know, if it comes to it, you can peel it up, and if, like at the top of the layout, when you pull it off, it wrecks it, cut it down, chop it up, and you know, you can still do it. It's not the end of the world. And I've got enough paper that really it doesn't matter if I have to completely replace the whole back sheet. So there I have just added the date down using the same tile stickers as on my title. Just using a bit of foam tape to stick the tag up with the stitching on. Just add a bit of dimension to the layout there. Because the flags are quite dimensional, just, you know, from being on the cocktail sticks as well. So there I'm just pulling up that little wood veneer because I didn't like it. Felt a bit disconnected. So yes, I'm still trying to think, I can add some more to this layout. That's some Bow Bunny stickers that actually I've not used any of them, but they just keep falling off that sheet, so I really need to put that sheet somewhere so they're not. Just adding some mist. So I really want to thank all my new subscribers and everyone who's commented on my voiceovers. It made me really nervous when I started doing them, but all your comments are really, you know, really brighten my day. So I will be back with more. So yes, so here I am just adding the final little bits of mist, and as you can see, plonk a bit of mist right in the middle of that one there, but that dries and I get it off. So here's just some final pictures of my layouts. Again, thank you for watching. Please go to my blog where I'll also post pictures of this layout. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching.